What's up, Dream Team? This is Fred Hurt. I'm making this video. I want to give a little testimony. It's not going to be my full testimony about everything, but it's mainly going to be about the power of staying connected, especially in this Empower Network business. And the reason I'm talking about that is because I just recently, over the last few weeks, went to bought the Costa Rica and also bought the 15K. And I feel that I had to share it with you, as far as I know. Before I bought them, I had my own financial issues, as I shared on one of the midday calls or the testimony call. In 2012, my divorce was final. I mean, it started before then, but it was finalized in 2012. So, as far as money, it was pretty tight. I had to take out a few loans for lawyers and a lot of other things. And, we can go in depth, especially when we meet in Austin, or just talking. But the main point is, I had some financial situations. So I was like, man, ain't nobody finna give me no money, and I don't really want to borrow anything from somebody. And on one of the Empower Hour calls, David Wood gave an assignment as far as how to create resources from thin air. I believe was the actual wording that he used. And when he first gave the assignment, I didn't do it. And that's my fault, of course. So some time went by, and I thought about the assignment again. So I listened to the recording, and I started the assignment, but didn't finish, because he asked for you to write 50 different ways to get the money that you need for whatever the case may be. So I think I wrote down maybe 5. And, on the recording, he was like, if you're looking to get $1,000, you can borrow $100 from 10 people. And at that time, it was going to be, I was looking at $1,600, or possibly even going all in and looking for $5,000. So I was like, man, I don't know anybody I want to borrow any money from, and I don't want to, borrowing just was not something that I wanted to do. I don't like having to owe anybody. I already have bills. I don't owe actual people, but I owe money because of, my situation. So I was like, I kind of stopped right there at the 5. And Tom the Furry Hat Guy, he started a group or a call, the Six Figure Income Club, or Six Figure Income Club, I believe is how the title. And the first night he was on, and he was talking about how he needed $7,000, and he was going to the banks, and he was approved for a loan, and he really didn't think he was going to be able to. And that hit a nerve. I was like, well, why am I not at least trying? I mean, yeah, my situation sounds like I wouldn't be able to get anything, but I don't know unless I try. So, I got a little excited after the call. I said, okay, yeah, I'm going to, and this was around, I think it was 12. So yeah, it was like 12-11, and I was like, oh yeah, 12. I'm gonna have the money, if not to go all in, to at least get to Costa Rica and the 15K. So I got all excited, and on 12/12/12, I went to the bank to go for a loan. And actually, let me back up first. Before I went to the bank, on the midday call, Nicole Cooper was the speaker, and she had took over for Tracy because they had been at I think a retreat in Florida with the leaders. So she was speaking, and at the end she made a statement that was, I don't know where she got it from, but she said it's more expensive to be broke than to actually try or work towards doing something for your family. And I know I kind of probably messed it up, but that was the gist of it. And the point that stuck out was, it's more expensive to be broke, because you putting your family at risk, because you're not willing to put it to where they don't have to go through certain things. You're just going to settle where you are, so it's going to make it harder for them. And that just was the icing on the cake. So I went to the bank. I'm nervous. I'm like, man, they ain't going to let me get this. I'm just nervous. So the lady came back, and she was like, we cannot give you this loan. I think at that time, for whatever reason, I applied for the same amount that Tom the Furry Hat Guy applied for, because I had some other things that I need to take care of first. But they said we can't give you the loan, and they were like, your credit is good. It's just the amount of debt to income ratio is the words. So I was like, okay, and I left. And that day, I don't want to say depressed. I'm gonna say I got down, because I was like, man, how am I gonna go further in my business if I don't find the money to go further or make the money? And I know, being at the 25 and $100 level, you can make money, but it's not gonna be the kind of money to change or make your dreams a reality. So that whole day I got down. I didn't do anything. I believe I wrote a blog, but I can't even guarantee I did that on that day. But the next day, I said, you know what? One person said no. That don't mean everybody will. I went to another bank. Same thing. Debt to income ratio, too high. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to let this one bother me. Third time is the charm. So I went to another bank on another, I think it was like 3 days straight. And I was offered a credit card. So I had to wait, and I think it was over the weekend, so I had to wait till the next week. And I got approved. So the main thing is you got to fight for what you want. It's not going to be given to you. You're going to hear no sometimes, but you got to fight. I did, and I got, as soon as I got the card, Costa Rica, 15K formula. I bought another ticket for my girlfriend. I bought something else. I think, I can't remember what the other thing was. It had to do with the business. And I had to help myself out with some of my. Well, sorry about all the noise. I'm outside, but the point is, I was able to take care of some personal things. I was able to go further in my business. I'm able to make more money in my business, and I'm going to get the master's course very soon. So my main point: stay connected. Get on the Empower Hour calls. Get on the midday calls. Get on the webinars that people throw out. Be in the Facebook group. Just stay connected, because if I hadn't stayed connected, if I hadn't been on these calls, I would have never tried. I would have always thought nobody was going to give me anything because of my situation, and I would have been the same spot. They say if you want something different, you got to do something different. Well, if I wouldn't have been on those calls, I probably would have never did anything. And I can tell you that being a part of the Empower Network Dream Team is changing my life. I look at things totally differently, and I just gave you an example of that. Before, I probably wouldn't even try it again, but I did, because I knew that for me to make a change or a difference in my life, especially for my son, something got to be different. So that's what I want to give out as far as my testimony as to how I overcame financial issues as far as getting further in my business. Working, my next goal is to be all in master's course. It will be soon. My goal is a month after Austin to be all in, and whatever new we're gonna learn in Austin, that included. I'm just going all in. I'm there emotionally, working on financially, and it's just time to be real with yourself. So if anybody else outside the Dream Team happens to watch this video, at the bottom there's going to be a link. This is your opportunity to find a vehicle to change your life. Now, God is first and foremost, but you have to take action. The Bible says faith without works is dead. You can say, okay, God is going to change my life all day. But if you don't take action yourself, where's your faith that he's going to change it? You need to do something. If God just gave everybody everything that they wanted, no questions or no work, the world would be a totally different place. God has given you everything you need to be successful. You just have to find something to use to help that success. Or the main point is, God is always there for you, but you have to do something too. I have found the business to help me do that. It's like a great big family. I've been in several other businesses, and nothing like this. So hopefully this has helped you. This is my testimony, and I'm sticking with it because it's the truth. So see you at the top, and there's a link at the bottom of this video for you to come and do the same thing I am doing. Have a good day.